A brand new report just came out from CoinShares, which details how Cardano has lost. They've fallen in the rankings, and Polkadot and Solana are now the new favorite altcoins among institutional investors. Today's video, we're going to go over everything you need to know about this report because historically, it has acted as a great indicator for the market and where you should be putting your money. So if you enjoy short form, concise, no BS content that doesn't waste either of our time, make sure to like the video as we close in on 300,000 subscribers. Anyways, right now the overall crypto market is bouncing back very nicely. We're above a $2.6 trillion market cap, up over 8.4% for the day. Bitcoin's price is closing in on $60,000 per coin. Ethereum is closing in on $4,500 per coin. And we're seeing a lot of green across the entire market. Some of our favorite coins like Luna are up almost 30% over the last 7 days. We're seeing Polygon up 15% just in the last 24 hours. And many of our favorite coins are doing extremely well. But interesting thing is within the last 24 hours, a brand new report just came out from CoinShares, which details some very surprising things about the overall crypto market. The first is that last week, when we saw this massive correction taking place in the market, going from $69,000 per coin all the way down to $53,500 for Bitcoin, we saw that there were still inflows of $306 million into crypto from institutional investors. So this means while everyone was freaking out about the market dropping and all of this, that was really retail investors because the big money players were doubling down, adding to their positions, and that is exactly what we saw in this report. Leading the report, we could see is Bitcoin with $247 million of inflows, which was no surprise. But the most interesting part about this report is how Cardano was the only altcoin on this report that had outflows of 1.1 million, which isn't a lot, but this has been a trend we have continued to see happen over the last couple of weeks where Cardano has consistently been in the red, have outflows. Also, the price has been dropping and some negative news has come out in terms of eToro delisting them and a couple of other things. So this was just interesting to see how Cardano has fallen out of the favorites among institutional investors. We used to always see it as that number one or number two altcoin. Now it is dead last on this list. The coins that did do well, though, were coins like Solana and Polkadot. Solana has been growing very rapidly. Polkadot has had its parachain auctions. A lot of exciting stuff has been going on for both of these projects, but this was something that has now really solidified itself as a trend we have seen taking place. So what does this mean for us as investors? Well, historically, what I've seen, we've looked at this report for the last 7 or 8 months. Every single week we have seen this report. It almost acts as an indicator for where the market is going. And since we see that Solana and Polkadot are significantly in the green, and like in terms of inflows, they have a lot of inflows, well, historically, that would mean that Solana and Polkadot would do better than Cardano over the next couple weeks because big money players are pouring money into it. However, I don't think that's the case. Even though they are leading tremendously, we still see that Cardano has had over $105 million of inflows year to date, which is still a significant amount, not as much as Solana, which has 187 million, not as much as Polkadot, which has about 114 million, but still there's a significant amount of institutional dollars in Cardano. So moving forward, even though we have seen Cardano fall out of, the favorites among institutions, I'm still expecting prices to do well because as long as the overall crypto market is doing well, we should see all of these top 10 coins continue to produce high returns. The one thing just to be careful of, the one thing this report shows me is that institutions have lost a little bit of hope, a little bit of faith in Cardano. They're wanting to allocate some of their positions into some higher potential altcoins, let's say. So all this means to me is that when the market is red, Cardano is going to take a bigger hit than maybe Solana and Polkadot because institutions just aren't as bullish on it as they used to be. But anyways, that's what's going on with this report. It's interesting to see this trend has solidified itself where Solana and Polkadot are always now the number one and number two altcoins ahead of Cardano on this list. So if you're looking to invest in any coin, I would say probably Polkadot is your best bet out of all three of these because it is the lowest market cap and they consistently have high inflows from institutions. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.